Hello there, everyone. 1 second. As it turns out, we might have some technical difficulties. I will, I will momentarily get back to you. I hope that you can. Yes. Okay. The controller wasn't working, so. All right. See you. See you soon, Spoody. So, everyone, I hope you can hear me. Um. I hope. I hope you haven't unsubscribed from me due to the slight delay. Yeah. I promise I will make up for those lost 15 minutes by going 15 minutes longer today. So anyway, I hope you all had a great Pfingsten. I have no idea what Pfingsten is called in German, but this today and yesterday were holiday days, right? And they're called Pfingsten here in Germany. Very unprofessional, right? Damn. Yeah. As it turns out, I don't have what it takes to be a top tier streamer, apparently. Ouch. Thanksgiving in Germany, basically. Basically, yeah. It's. Anyway, so the reason why I'm a little bit late is because we just had a family Zoom meeting, which is like kind of weird, but it was also pretty funny. It was basically just the entire family all coming together in a big Zoom meeting because we haven't seen each other in like months, and it was kind of cute, saying hello to everyone, seeing them again, and it seems that this probably will be the last one because most of the fears about what could still happen in Germany didn't happen. So most lockdown measures will probably be lifted over the course of the next few weeks, which is yay! No, I didn't. Arita, interesting. I know that, for example, in China, there is no such thing as a weekend. Anyway. And no, sorry, I wasn't able to solve the question. But to be honest, I haven't given it a try. Right? I was pretty busy. So, somewhere in this place, there is supposed to be Sully the Witch. Right? Somewhere. But I don't know where. Is she in the lower parts? Oh. Okay, this is good. Prisoner Chief's ashes. Nice. Take the elevator. Oh, okay. Okay, gonna take the elevator. Ah, yeah, we got Bernardo here too, our resident encyclopedia of Dark Souls. Anyway, I need to chill now. It was all like during the family meeting. It was awesome, but I was kind of stressed out because I wanted to stream, and now I rushed here, and it's all been kind of stressful. Let's chill out. I gotta chill. Oh, the whip here might be useful. Hi. So this was the cell that Sigurd was trapped in. Right. Yeah, so Sigurd was trapped there. And the witch. Oh yeah, guys, I have to, once Spoody is back, I have to make quite the announcement. Okay, ladder back up. Where's the ladder? Is there a ladder here? Ah, yeah. Right, yeah. There's a ladder here. There was a mimic, and now here there's a ladder, yeah. Achilles, not quite that. No. It's hi pandas. Okay. Is it in there? No. But I could check, right? Dropping down here is no difference. So if I go here. Do I play fighting games? I gotta admit, when Mortal Kombat 11 came out, I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 11. But other than that, honestly, I've never been a real fighting game person. Like, if you watch our podcast, Anton and I have somewhat explained why or what our problems with most contemporary fighting games are. And yeah, so don't know. So Mortal Kombat 11 was quite cool, I gotta admit, I must say. I played that much more than I would have any other fighting game, but still, like, I realize that I'm not, like, to get to a level where I would enjoy the game, it would probably take too much time and not be rewarding enough. Only other exception notable is Super Smash, of course, but Super Smash, I would consider that a one-of-a-kind special game. Like, fighting games, there are all fighting games and Super Smash. And so Super Smash is kind of special uh, in that genre. But before Mortal Kombat 11, I gotta admit, nothing much really. So she's not back there, right? Yakuza, I've heard of the series, but honestly, never never looked into it. It was never like the Yakuza series are as like as far as I know, they're like GTA but in Japan. But if you know how much I like GTA, then you know why. It might be wrong, but it might not be GTA in Japan, but still, it's like the genre is just completely doesn't appeal to me. Ooh, there's the entire gang. Chinese is hard to learn? You think so? I mean, learning languages is like difficult. Is that the difficulty of learning a language is like different for every person. But I personally thought that Chinese was not so. Uh, uh, hmm. I would say speaking Chinese is not that difficult. Reading and especially writing Chinese, that's a whole nother story though. So yeah. Hi Loy boy. Glad you tuned in. So I would say if your goal is just to be able to read Chinese, then I'd say it's probably not that difficult. You could no, sorry. What am I saying? Not reading. If your goal is to only be able to understand and speak a little bit of Chinese, then I would say you could probably see progress compared to other languages. You could see progress faster. But it's not only if your goal is to get more, like not only speaking and understanding, but instead also writing and such, then yeah, that's. I mean, the reason is also because the language is so foreign, right? It's one of the most different languages to us as as Europeans and Westerners, and
Very well.
yeah, maybe then you're in for a lot more work. Still, it's not impossible, but yeah. Yes, Hashmalim. We also had a fire attack today, and yesterday, but yesterday is Sunday, right? Thoughts on the new Rantoni video? To be honest, I haven't seen it yet. But that was always one thing that Anton and I were having discussions about, and we were kind of agreeing that is it even possible to make is a review ever non-biased? And yeah, it's difficult. It's no question about it. It is extremely difficult.
Do stay.
Yeah, dude, I've been so busy. No time to do anything. I was not on my computer for at least 20 hours, which is like unheard of. Yeah. I don't know about Yakuza, man. No, I think. Yeah, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Alright, boys. We are starting the second DLC now. With our new weapon. Damn, Aritra, man. You're getting completely shreked by the school. In these cases, the whip is like unbeatable. The best weapon. Ah. Whoa, the jumping attack with this weapon is also pretty fucked up. Yeah. And I think Anton has found a really good solution to this biased, unbiased gaming review problem by not even having like the Anspruch, the expectation of having an unbiased review. Right? His reviews aren't really about the game anyway. These enemies are strong. Whoa, they even have a butt punch. Bullying doesn't exist? Okay. Oh, I have to take your word for it there. I have no idea. Wait, Asmongold played Dark Souls 1 and 3? And how did it go? Was it like Anton Devil May Cry 5 or? Because I know Asmongold's pretty fucking good in WoW, but I didn't know he played any other games. Maybe that was the joke, right? Watch someone who has never played any other video games suffer through Dark Souls. It's worse than oh, that's a statement. That's a statement right there. Okay, so here, this thing is gonna break off, and I'm gonna fall through the glass. And now, without an invader, I might even be able to get something accomplished here. But there was this one thing that came out of the ash, like this huge black humanity thing. Yeah. Hey, Scream, glad to see you. Oh, this looks awesome, by the way. Bullying is just angry love. that's what I meant. What was that? Is that just a spell of one of these casters here? Yes, this is my very first virgin experience of this DLC. I've never, with any character I've made in the past, set foot into this area here. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! But when they do this attack with a huge ghost, then they're gone, right? Take the plunge. Gale showing the way. Whoa! Who? Okay. Oh, no physical bullying. So it's only psychological pain. I see. I mean, I've only been here in a German high school, and I gotta be honest, our school was probably like one of the best because it was very free. We had a lot of freedoms, but whenever something went over the line, it was immediately like everyone knew what was okay and what wasn't. Oh, strong enemy. Oh, multiple. Oh my god. Man, they all have this growth surrounding them. Okay, dual wielding this weapon seems cool, but I still might need something to parry. So let's. Where this? What is this, by the way? Valor Heart. Lion stance. Oh, I got this from the Grave Wolf guy, right? Yeah, Achilles, you are right, right? It's always like it's impossible to find a definitive answer there, right? All you can do is be as transparent as possible about it. Am I getting weak? Dude, that's how it looks when I get into new areas. Alright, bye bye Achilles. See you. Special straight sword. Man, this weapon would also look kinda cool, honestly. But no. Is this weapon art, quill art, where I throw the four quills? Is that weapon art supposed to do like damage, or what is it? What is it used for? Because it does very minor damage only. It only use the weapon art for PvP. I see. Ugh. Well, I quit Assassin's Creed after the first game, and I have no interest in ever returning. It's like the Assassin's Creed games are everything about video gaming as a whole that I despise. It might sound like really pretentious, but what I mean is like this production value of them. They are like the Marvel movies of the video game world, where in as they're so by the book, so uh, um, I don't know, so generic that I don't see one shred of creativity in an Assassin's Creed a new Assassin's Creed title. And I think that's what gaming should be all about, right? It's creativity, making something, creating art, creating something incredible. And Assassin's Creed is like the opposite of that. It has zero creativity. It just goes through the motions. Oh, what did we not have yet? Oh, Vikings. Same game, but Vikings. And I don't know. I just feel like this is everything that I dislike about the video game industry as it is. But it's no problem, right? It's not like I'm not saying it's bad. Absolutely not. And I'm not saying anyone should feel bad about enjoying them. Oh no. Quite the opposite. I'm the more if the perfect world for me would be a world in which no one would be disappointed about any game. Everyone would just knew what they wanted. Some games they knew they didn't want, and some games they knew they want and they were never disappointed in it. That would be the perfect world. So if you enjoy Assassin's Creed and if you're hyped for it, great, right? I hope the game is everything you want it to be. But I know that this is absolutely not for me, and that is fine, right? It's just what it is. Assassin's Creed equals FIFA. Well, I didn't say that. Actually, I just realized. Shouldn't it? Uh, um, shouldn't I be using some ranged weapons? Which one? By the way, which one is the best ranged weapon? Oh my god, this takes 28 strength. I think there's even a boss um, ranged weapon that I can create from a boss soul. Yeah, maybe I should look into ranged weapons, honestly. Riddle? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I need. Oh, no, I pulled both. Now I'm gonna get struck from behind. You were hyped and then the gameplay came out? Yeah, well, I know what you mean. Does he drop something? Let's get back. Can I do a Fortnite stream? Maybe. Honestly, that might not even be so bad, right? A few months back, I won. I had one victory again. Like I think I've totaled a total like I've a total of 3 or so victory royales, and I'm so proud of every single one of them. Whew. Seems familiar. By the way, I know Ninja is like the #1 streamer and all, and he streams Fortnite, but I've never actually looked into it. Is he actually good? Or is he among the better players, or is this just he's just a #1 streamer? I have no idea there. PewDiePie's live stream. Yeah, good luck getting your message even appear on the chat. I think that is the main advantage of small streams like mine, right? When you type something, it's there, right? The message exists. Bloodborne, streaming PS4, probably not gonna happen. Like, I've looked into it, but dude, are they just infinitely spawning? Yeah, probably. I looked into it, but it's highly unlikely. Not because it's not possible, but it would, I don't know, it would change streaming in a way, or it would change my stream in a way that I didn't like. Right, I couldn't do it from my PC. I'd have to switch rooms, switch the entire setup, and don't know, just not a big fan of that. I like the setting as it is here. Uh-oh. The angel can shoot me from here. Wait, should I kill this guy, or was this maybe a mistake? In my bloodthirst. Caesar is maybe at some point going to return to the podcast, but at the moment it's difficult, as you can probably imagine. Yeah. What the fuck you say to me, you little shit? I know the ninja memes, but yeah. Get yourself cameo. Yeah. I mean, one of the first things that I would need to do would be to get myself a working fucking camera, a good camera. But that is also still not quite possible, right? They're still sold out pretty much anywhere here, and well, I didn't make any promises, right? I just say the possibility is out there. Caesar could very well return if he's interested in it. Oh, is that a friend?
Oh, look at you. You've got your head screwed on correct. Fantastic. To meet a kindred spirit on this god's forsaken crag.
Wait, that's Patch's
Cool
voice.
nap. I can't remember my real name, so let's just go with that. I have a feeling we're going to make a fabulous team.
That
Oh,
is... And he has
you'll
Patches
see.
squat?
You'll
That is
see.
Patches. God damn it.
Oh, in all honesty, there's something I should tell you. I'm hollow. Yes. I try to play it off, but I haven't a clue about my past, who I was, or what I lived for. Not even my own blessed name. That's why I've come here, searching for the Purging Monument. Said to be in the Ringed City, where the pygmies who found the Dark Soul at the Dawn of Fire reside. All I can say is, those little stones aren't doing much to help me remember anymore. Well, that's the long and short of it. So if I completely forget who you are, don't be wroth with me. Come on, what else can I say? I'm a bloody hollow, for heaven's sake.
It's kind of sad to see the unbreakable Patches like
Well,
this.
That's so. Come.
Be wary of stabbing in the back. Yeah, I know. Lap is number 1. Ouch. That damage, god damn it. What the fuck is that? Ugh. Ah! Oh, okay. Hey, welcome. I'm really not a big fan of this entire dropping down business. Oh! And I wanted to explore this chill, but now I'm just running away from all the... Take the plunge, you won't die. If you say so. Alright. I didn't die. That's true. Oh. Ah! Bonfire! Bonfire, yes. Bonfire. My idol growing up? I didn't have one. I mean, my parents were my idols, of course, right? But other than that, I'm really not one of those getting inspired by celebrities kind of people. Ah, guys, I put on this t-shirt because I didn't want to wear one of the same 3 t-shirts I'm wearing every time. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put up the riddle, and then I'm gonna change my t-shirt real quick. Off stream, of course. Alright, let's see what we have for you today. So, as far as I understood you guys, you thought the crossword puzzle of yesterday was good, and with a little bit of polish, maybe better questions, we could do this again. Now, of course, since they take a lot of work, I don't have one today, right? Today we have a back to the simple riddles. And one of them is this. Wait, no. This is not good. Which one? Ah, yes. Okay. Clack and clack. All right. So let me explain the riddle real quick. It's a little bit similar to the one that we had before with the prashtas of wine and then filling up with water. Now today we have one vessel you could think of it as a bottle or a huge jar or whatever. And it's filled with 1 liter of water. To all my American friends out there, 1 liter is about 1 liter. So, yeah. And you have another vessel also with 1 liter of alcohol. Sorry, the one vessel has 1 liter of water, and the other vessel has 1 liter of alcohol. Now, both vessels can fit a total amount of 2 liters, and are therefore, you start them both being half full or half empty. Now, you pour half a liter of water into the one with alcohol, right? Which logically would mean that there's half a liter in the water vessel left and 1.5 liters in the other one, right? In the other one, there's now a mixture. And then you pour again half a liter, not half the mixture, just half a liter of this mixture back into the vessel that first only had water in it. Now both are back to 1 liter again, but they're both mixtures now, and different. They're in a different, I don't know, ratios, right? The water and alcohol are in different ratios. Now you repeat the question is, how many times do you have to repeat this process, right? By putting half a liter into one vessel and then putting half a liter back into the original, and back and forth, until you have a perfectly even mixture of water and alcohol in both vessels. All right? And with this, I'm going to quickly change. The t-shirt was so fucking uncomfortable, and now I've got something much better. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Okay, Sabrina just told me that she thinks you might have not understood the riddle perfectly. So, okay, again. You start with 2 vessels, right? One contains 1 liter of water, the other contains 1 liter of alcohol. Now you pour half a liter of water into the one with alcohol. Mix it well. Then you pour half a liter of this mixture back into the one with water, mix it well. Then you repeat, right? Half of this mixture back into the first mixture, mix it well, half of a liter back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. How many times do you have to do that until you get perfectly even mixture? Okay. I'm still not fully chilled. I really need to. Good. Now I'm gonna warp back up because I kind of want to explore everything there. Curvaceus Triangle Gaming, very clever. Very clever. Well, 0 would be wrong because 1 liter of one substance and 0 of the other is not an even mixture. So 0, spoiler alert, 0 is wrong. Wait, does the angel not appear now? Oh, is it because I killed that one guy? That insect guy down there? Yeah, I think that despawns the angel, right? Ah. So it was correct to kill the one guy. Yeah. Hey Xander, glad to see you. I hope you're back on track. I've missed you, man. Everyone send Xander your energy. He has he must be strong. And he's strong. So send him your energy. He's the best. Hashmalim, of course, it's much too soon to say anything. Right. Be wary of Vretch. Very good. By the way, Bernardo, I saw what you said in the beginning. Something about a good weapon to scale with dexterity is some greatsword. It has an S scaling. Okay. Then I would need to go back to farming sharp gems, right? Oh, another Lothric Knight Shield. What's Astora Greatsword? Maybe I have it. Yeah, I have it. Astora Greatsword. And that scales well with dexterity? Is that so? Okay. Yeah, but if possible, I wouldn't want to use like something as generic as this. If you have an answer that you're sure is correct, as always, at Lila Gecko. She is the mistress of the answers. The empress of the answers. You guys know Empress Teresa? If not, there's a awesome video that I suggest you all check out called Down the Rabbit Hole. So Down the Rabbit Hole is a series by a YouTuber called Fredrik Knudsen, and where he explores like a really obscure topic. And there's one where he explored a phenomenon that was called Empress Teresa. And I can only suggest you watch that. Every episode is pure gold. If you're into these kinds of online, let's say, documentaries. Oh, Bernardo, are you giving me Vida water? Huh? Do you dare? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Theoretically, yes, but I don't know. The motto of this praise the behind. Oh, because yeah, the motto of this run kind of is like new things with Dark Souls 3 that I haven't ever experienced yet, and I mean, just a generic greatsword build. That's nothing new. My day was very busy, but other than that, it was also great. Okay, back there is where I came from, right? Another message from Yol. Man, Yol is like the master of pointing down disrespect. Oh, but if I go down here, I will land on the bottom floor without being able to explore here, right? Ah, but I think I can't get back now. The plunging attack from this prevents me from getting back. Right? Yeah, it seems I cannot get back up again except with, warping bonfire. Going back to the original bonfire up there. Alright, I'll take the plunge. Whee! Poof. What does alcohol taste like? Well, like shit. I don't know if you've ever had the opportunity to drink pure alcohol. That's like it. You can taste how it's poisoning you, so to say. Because when working in a lab, you have the opportunity to taste ethanol, which is pure alcohol, and yeah, not good.
Oh, I know who you are. Great to see you still in one piece. God, I can see why they call this the Dreg Heap at the world's end. Mangled remnants from every age and every land. It actually sort of lends credence to the old rumors that the ringed city rests below it all. Don't mind me. You needn't worry yourself with this nonsense. I just wanted to tell someone. And I'm sick of old Humpty. I should stay quiet. Wait, I'll make it up to you. By letting you in on a secret of sorts. Past here, you'll find the remains of a giant earthen tower, half submerged in a poisonous swamp. Not a very nice place to visit. Only there's precious treasure in the thick of the swamp. I didn't have any use for it, you see. So, sorry, I left the whole package behind. If I get the chance, I could go fetch it for you. But if that's too long to wait, go nab it for yourself. I know who you are. A righteous warrior. Yes? With a solemn duty to boot. Well, grab that treasure. That's as good a duty as any.
Once a patches, always a patches, I presume.
Past here. Well,
So wait, what? Do you like whiskey? Well, I'd like to have like one of these spirits every now and then, like one small shot of them just a taste. But honestly, I never would have the audacity to say that I would know anything about it. Right? I'll just every now and then I give it a try, and then I'm about done, right? So yeah. But yeah, SKR. So why do people drink it? Well, I thought your question pertained to pure alcohol, and pure alcohol tastes just the way I described. But that's not what people drink. People don't drink pure alcohol. People drink drinks, and that is something entirely different. Oh, nice. Ashmalim, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. Right, but before I explore any further here, let's warp back to the first bonfire one more time to explore the last area. It's Lap.
Strange little lass you are. What on earth do you see in me?
Oh, Inquire of the Rings.
Why, where did you hear that name, love? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you what I know. The Ringed City is said to be at World's End. Past this heap of rubbish as far as one can go. But you'd better think twice. The forsaken Ringed City was walled off by the gods to contain the pygmies. And the dark soul is better left well alone. You're not willing to... Well, let's just don't go and take it for granted, I suppose. Won't do any better than this. Not you, or that poor tin can.
With tin can, she probably means Lap, right?
You're not willing... Well,
anyway.
don't listen.
By the way, I think it's awesome that they say, right, this is the drag heap, the amalgam of all the worlds from all different times. Let's see what we can find here. So back there, straight ahead, the big tower, that is Lothric Castle, right? Pretty sure that's Lothric. And then further back, it's hard to say. Then this round tower with the half sphere on the top and the needle on the top. At first I thought that was Bloodborne's Healing Church workshop, but that can't be. I honestly don't know where that is from. Lego video? We shall see. Maybe. And then I'm curious to see if there are any like landmarks from other Souls games that I know, but it seems to just be repeating assets, reused. There's a cathedral straight ahead, right? It's might be either Cathedral of the Deep or oh no, Firelink Shrine. I think that's Firelink Shrine. What else do we have? Like further down, the thing where we drop down into the church. Is that a place that I've explored already? I wish there were more landmarks. For example, what is that back there? Is that the bridge in the sky? Is that supposed to be like where you fought Dragon Slayer armor. Oh, wow. Okay, man. Bernardo. Hitting me with the deep lore facts. Yeah, well, unfortunately for this run, I've missed the marriage with Henri. But I remember the scene, right, where you stick the sword like into his face under the sheet, really slowly. And yeah, now that you say it, the sword had this dark sign looking engraving, right? And that is what the Ringed City is all about, right? The dark sign. Everyone in the Ringed City has this, at least from what I've seen in the screenshots. That's very useful knowledge, by the way, SKR. How did he block that one? Okay, parrying these guys is hard, which is why I'm not going to do it anymore. Okay, Scream, see you. Thank you for stopping by. Where did Anton get his explosiveness? Well, I guess that's just who we are. It's just developed. I don't know where he got it from. It's usually our family is more chill and always thinking stuff over and like that, but I guess that was just that just wasn't Anton's cup of tea. Hey, Spooty, I've missed you. Okay, now before we continue, let's solve the riddle first. Okay? 1 second, I'm gonna take a look at my phone. Sabrina, I'm not 100% sure what you mean. I think the answer is that you can never reach it because you'd have to do it infinitely many times. Right? Right? Alright. So, yeah. Anyway, the riddle. Now, I know this is not a very difficult riddle, but I'm still. Oh, what is this? This is Windows Paint. Fuck off. But I'm still gonna do a little explanation here. So, first we have half water, and half alcohol. Now, or no, that's not true. Right? We have 1 liter of each. 1 water, 1 alcohol. Then, after 1 step, we have half water and 1 alcohol plus half water. Now, the ratio that we're looking for is always the number before the alcohol divided by the number before the water. It doesn't matter which one is first, right? In this case, we couldn't do we have no ratio because there's no alcohol. But in this case, we could say that the ratio is 1 divided by a half. And since we don't want any fractions inside of a fraction, we're just gonna change this fraction so there are only integers, which means this is like 2 to 1, right? This is a ratio of 2 to 1. And we're looking for a ratio of 1 to 1, right? For these two numbers here to be exactly the same. For the number before the A to be exactly the number before the B. That's what we're looking for. Next up, another step, we put half of this mixture back here, which means we now have half water plus half of this here, so plus half of A plus half of this here, which is 1/4 water. Okay? And in the other bottle, there's now half of A and a quarter of water left. And now you can go back again, right? You can do that again and again and again, but then you realize, actually these fractions never really get any better, right? You can never have some fractions somehow canceling out. The one fraction will always increase a little differently than the other one, right? It's always increasing here, but and that is why even though you get closer and closer to the perfect ratio, which is basically like you have the first few terms here are always the same. Like in the next term, I think you would get plus 1/4 of A plus 1/8 of alcohol and of water, and you would always have like this extra term left over, and which is why this extra term here, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, but it's never 0, right? It's always 1 divided by x to the power 1 divided by 2 to the power of n, where n is the number of steps you do that. And therefore, this here gets very, very small, and in infinity, it gets to 0, right? If you take the limit with n to infinity of this, then yes, we get 0. Whoops. Come on, can I? Yes. Now, the limit from this expression for n towards infinity is 0, because then the denominator here gets gigantically large, and 1 divided by a gigantically large number is 0. And only then will you have all the other summands, all the other terms here add up to exactly the same. Right? It is a convergent series, as Aritra Ghosh has pointed out. The series converges at infinity, and then you will get exactly 50-50 mixture. Right? Okay, that is the solution. Now, let's see who got it right. Number 6. 6-pounder after 24 minutes, but I think 6-pounder wasn't there from the beginning. I think. Then number 5, Amir Ali G after 23 minutes. Next one, Scream. Too bad he's already gone, but Scream did it. Yay! After 15. Number 3, Aritragosh after 8 minutes. Nice. God damn it. Number 2, Abdelala Bakuri after 6 minutes. And number 1, a newcomer immediately snagging a gold medal, Vul Vlaha after only 4. Woo! Pretty good, I gotta say. Pretty good. Yeah, as always, I am very proud of you that you were able to solve another one of these not always easy riddles. So. Didn't know Andy knows how to write Arabic. I don't. Hello? Come here, please? No? Okay. Now, Spoody, are you there? Spoody. Calling Spoody. Are you there? Because I have an announcement to make, or I have something to discuss with you guys. And, yeah, especially with Spoody, because I remember that he had quite the stake in it, so... Okay. Now, as I announced in one stream before this, or 2 streams before this one, I saw the beginning few minutes of Jacob Geller's new video, Life in the Shadow of Death or something. And that was, that contained content of Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? And it contained one thing in particular, which was the opening shot of the camera zooming out over Midgar. And once I saw that, I could no longer resist it. I knew I had to play it, even though like I didn't play the original Final Fantasy VII, right? I know nothing about it, but this opening shot was so incredible, I could no longer not play it. And therefore, I did buy the game. I bought the game, even though it was 70 euros. I made a little bit of a detour around my town, went into different shops, and then I got it for 60, I think, which is okay. Now, before I go on, I really wanted to, is it a good game to stream? Probably yes. But as I've alluded to before, I don't know about this. Do you guys really want me to stream that game? And also, it would mean that I'd stream from the PS4, but that would be a very different stream. Because I don't know how to... We probably don't have a camera, right? And also, I'm not sure how to do it with the headset. If you really want, we might be able to make something happen, but you need to help me, right? Help a boomer out here. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by all of these hoops that I have to jump through to get streaming on the PlayStation to work. And therefore, please help me. For example, let's solve one question after the other. Headset. How? Because the PlayStation is like 3.5 meters away from... 3.5 meters away from me. I don't have a cable that long. So, you have a solution that will allow me to stream no problem? Is that so? Is that so? Can you elaborate? Headset isn't a problem, just connect it to the controller. Oh, does the controller have a... Oh, yes! I've just realized that the controller has a... But I thought that was always just a sound port, not a real audio port. Okay. By the way, can I get up there? There was a roof in this... a hole in this roof, I think. It's an audio jack. Okay, so it does fully work as a normal audio plug, right? So I could just plug the headset into the controller. Okay, that's good. All right, this gives me hope. This gives me hope. But the second part is the camera. I wouldn't be able to have, like, I would not be using a camera, right? Because... How? Streaming straight from PS4 makes the video quality output worse? Uh-huh. Does my webcam have USB? Yes, but the problem is I would then have to put, like, if I plug this webcam into the PS4, it's like 4 meters away from me. And I mean, right now it's like not even a meter and the quality is already questionable. Oh. Need a better place to fight, not here. Yeah, well, Sabrina, if there's no camera involved, then it might not be a problem, right? SKR, yeah, that was another point that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I have already started. Of course, I couldn't just leave the game lying around. I have already started, and I'm already like 20 hours in or something. Yeah, that I thought so, and which is also why I've decided to start without asking for you guys' permission. It is like I really wanted to give the game my entire like every benefit of the doubt and every little bit of attention that I could. Because I really don't want to finish the game and then be unhappy and then have myself to blame. So, yeah. So I have already started a playthrough, and I'm 25 or so hours in, and I am going to finish this first playthrough, and then I'll decide should I stream like a second playthrough, a more like analysis playthrough, right? Where I go through the game and tell you exactly what I think about everything after having already collected my thoughts, right? Okay. No, the Andy and Anton brothers are quite secret. Our wives are camera shy, so don't expect any wife face reveals anytime soon. Whoa. Is that humanity that's surging from them? They remind me of the humanity sprites of Dark Souls 1. Yeah. Okay, SKR, that is a very valid point. I will take it to heart. So yeah, first playing the game. No. No. Ah, the souls are gone. I had like 70k. Ah, yikes. Okay. Good, yeah, but still, like the camera question then is still not really solved. Or would you be okay with me doing like a cameraless stream? I don't know. At first, I thought, yeah, that's what I want to do, right? Because I don't see what you stand to gain by seeing my motionless body. But then again, as like, from what I can tell, having a camera is cool. Oh Jesus. Cool with no camera. It's hard to say what's the correct move here, right? Maybe if I find a better camera at some point when they're in stores again, I can maybe. Oh yeah, another possibility that I've checked out would be just to plug the PS4 into, like, take the PS4 and put it where my PC is. And then I could just, then that would be quite easy, right? Hey, that was a perfect parry, you fucker. Game hates me. Oh, I need a PS. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of bad, right? So I'd have to get a special PS4 camera. I'm definitely not gonna do that. So that either leaves no camera, or taking the PS4 and putting it right here where I am, and then having like an input stream, maybe a capture card. Yeah, I was just thinking, taking the PS4 and then plugging it in here into a monitor, that would not solve anything because it still wouldn't be a PC running, right? I still would stream from PlayStation. I think the only solution to do that correctly would be to use a capture card. I think Anton told me this once. Like he's using a capture card for his PS4 streaming. Oh, leck mich doch. This place is krass. Yeah, not the parry god. But that was having this small little enemy drop down too. Yeah, I can't connect the PS4 to the monitor, but then there would still be no connection between the signal to the PC, and I would still have to use like other PS4 peripherals. Going on to a second playthrough just after finishing the first. Yeah, the game is quite long, right? I mean, we shall see. We shall see. If I feel like it, if the game has been that much of a torturous journey that after finishing it, I'm like, I cannot bear to see 1 minute of this anymore, then of course I'm not gonna force myself to do it. But other than that, yeah. I mean, I'd love to do it while my thoughts are still fresh. So. Another one of these small assholes. Man, if one of them drops down, I'm fucked. No, I think. Okay, so let's try this. If after playing it, I would be down for another playthrough streamed. Meaning, if it wasn't torture for me, and I'm in the mood to play it one more time, then I'm going to get a capture card. Ask Anton again which one is the best. I'm going to get that one. And set it up so it works. Right? Because then with the capture card, I can make the signal from the PS4 feed directly into the PC and then use it in OBS just as any other signal. And that is so convenient. It solves all other problems, basically. Just a review on the stream. Yeah, we will see. It depends on how deep my thoughts about the game are. If I realize there's not much to say, then of course no. But okay, you have to parry these guys really, really early. Oh. Oh, Scream, welcome back. Yeah, you missed being among the top 5 winners of the Riddle. Good job, man. Okay. Spoody, is this a solution that you would be okay with? Because I'm sorry for singling you out here, but you've always been the biggest advocate of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And yes, I not to spoil anything, but being 25 hours in, I've already have quite a lot that I'd like to talk about. But I realize, in the middle of a game, anything can change. And which is why I'm not going to say anything about the game until I'm through. Yeah, dude. Scream. Good job. You made it. Oh, what? Also, why is it so quiet all of a sudden? I think I accidentally must have changed the volume controls on my... Yep, I changed the volume controls. Whoopsie! Game, fuck you! I'm parrying them perfectly. Okay, that was maybe not perfect. I agree. Whew. Yeah, I'm going through the different stages of Dark Souls, right? With diverting the blame, denying it, all the different stages. Okay, I think there's nothing more here to explore, right? No secret walls. Nope. Skrr. Not yet. Take the plunge, you won't die. That's like the most un-Dark Souls message ever. Usually it's take the plunge, you won't die. Oh, you have died. Okay. Man, Lap is really hanging around here.
Oh, there you are. Perfect timing. You remember that treasure? In the thick of the poison swamp. Well, I fetched it for you,
Man,
as promised.
so nice.
It was only a hop and a skip. I needed a rest from old Nan over there. Here, go ahead. It's yours. Maybe it'll help you with that solemn duty of yours.
What? He just donates me a Titanite slab?
This really is a dreck heap at the world's end. Mangled remnants from every age. It actually sort of lends...
Wow. And what old man is he talking about? Is there another NPC here? By the way, what game is this from? At first I thought this was the... this thing here was the... what's it called? Earthen Spire of Dark Souls 2? Right? You had this huge mill. But I don't think it is, actually. It would fit from the colors and stuff, but I think the wheel is too small. Time for whip action. Oh, that's some mega kill if I ever saw one. Yeah, I don't think this is the building from Dark Souls 2. The Earthen Spire. Or hey, wait a minute. Maybe it is. Where was I? Up there, right? I started all the way up there. Has Ranton been unbanned from ACG's channel? I have no idea about any of the YouTube drama. Because Anton is just as important for YouTube drama as H3 and Keemstar are. You maybe you didn't know that, but now you know. It's really hard to know where you can walk here. Like if I slide down here, I'm very certainly going to die. But what about here? Can I go down here? Probably not. Yes, I think the Twin Princess fight was pretty damn cool. If you look back, it was quite the nail biter when I finally defeated it. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. If you guys know from what that is. Oh. Another angel. Oh no. Oh, I've made a mistake. I have made a mistake. That was a mistake. Yeah, wait. Why hasn't Anton given you a shout out on his channel? Dude, he's giving me like a shout out every goddamn time. I'm convinced that the only reason I have 27 people watching me here right now is because of Anton. Like when Anton was still doing like his daily streams, what I would usually do is just start right after he died, and that gave me like a huge head start. Right? Just being a nobody and just starting to stream, I don't think I would have done that. But thanks to the podcast and like knowing that there are some guys of you who really enjoy the podcast, which is like already, it still warms my heart. That is the only reason why I thought streaming might be even a possibility. By the way, I need to kill that fucker that is creating the angel again. Ouch. Ah! Wait, why is this fire rate now so quick? Is he in there? Actually, isn't this place Dark Souls 2? Now that I'm, like, the more I go around here, the more I feel like it looks like a Dark Souls 2 area. Like the huh. Yeah, but then again, it kind of also doesn't, so it's very hard to say. What was that? Oh, by the way, guys, Sabrina has brought this to my attention. The last few streams have not led to really any significant change of my subscriber numbers. I'm just saying, if you guys want to see the ultimate League of Legends 5v5, those are, I don't know, you gotta put in a little more effort in spreading the word of the good word of the Andy. Oh my god, we have Toxic Swamp and then Curse applying Angel. Yikes! Ah! Can't even stand on one place. It's immediately going to cause problems. Ouch. Well, that helped. Oh, that wasn't close at all. Okay, but that was the Ring of Fervor. That's like the most awesome ring ever to be created in a Souls game. Right? It used to be called the Ring of Fervor and Protection. Oh no, not Fervor, Favor. But I can't put it on because I'm gonna get cursed. Man, this area is fucking brutal. How do I get rid of this shithead? There has to be like the angel creator somewhere. Oh, it's not toxic. It's just poison. Okay. Ooh, need to get out of here. Okay. Ah, there's another enemy. Yeah. Yeah. Me having 800 something subscribers is kind of weird. Why don't I have 800 viewers? Coach my league team? As if we would need that, dude. We are fucking Star League MLG gods. Yeah, dude, these fakers, man. By the way, no matter how much I whine, no matter how much I beg you guys to help me, do not help me. Ah! Especially here, since this is completely new content. I implore you to let me suffer. Let me suffer through this experience. Ugh. Oh, that's... Okay, I'm stuck. No, I'm not stuck. That's two... Oh my god, there are two. Yeah, only help me with bosses. That is correct. Okay, let's see again. So, this angel right here. So his summoner was not... Since that is only slow poison, I think I can afford to just get poisoned. Where is this? Uh-oh. Like, I'm just gonna first run through it and see if I can find the guy that's creating the angel. Oh my god, he's... There has to be someone. He has to be someone. Sabrina sneezes again. So bless her. Is he maybe further up? Like going along here? Ambush ahead. Could probably. Oh, man, this feeling of exploring new areas in a Souls game, this is priceless. Absolutely irreplaceable and priceless. You might be right. You might be right. It's because of the time zone difference. Whoa! She's using pyromancies. That's cheating. And she has a whip! Ah! Okay, it's time for the ultimate whip fight. Splack! Zack! Zack! Tot! I have the better whip. But by the way, do you guys know that sound that Matthew McConaughey makes in one of the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies? It's like the best sound in a movie ever, where he jumps from a window. Like he jumps from the first story or second story window onto a car, and he does like. I can't recreate it. It's too good. Okay, as it turns out, she is still alive down there. And I don't know how to get down there safely, because half of the drops here are deadly, and the other half are, since you drop onto ash, it's okay. But oh, is she healed? Bitch, how dare you still live? Zack, bam. Okay, now heal. Yeah. She can one-shot? Can she now? Come here, you bitch. Süß ma bit. Oh, you out of Estus? Zack, gegeben. Flame fan. So before I collect this, and before I do anything more here, still, my goal is to find out who is summoning the angel and to get rid of him. Scream, actually, somewhat, yeah. So I still haven't reached the part where I'm actively using the music you gave me, Harald. um, but I did, in fact, make quite a bit of progress, um, especially like in the mechanics part of the game, right? Where have the basic gameplay loop working. Ooh, ouch. Nine. So yeah, I'm still just right in the middle of my game. No significant like it we're still very far from being anywhere near presentable. I don't think Anton has made any significant steps towards his fashion brand. I think that will just be a dream that you can dream about every now and then. What the fuck? That's some Dark Souls there for you. New areas. Especially like this type of game design where you have a enemy that you cannot touch and you're constantly being pelted by that enemy with projectiles or bad detrimental status effects. That's a type of gameplay that is, I don't know, I just cannot fucking deal with it. It requires brain activity that I just don't have. Shortcut ahead. Oh! No. It's not the controls, Hashmalim. Don't worry. I haven't reached a point where I'm blaming random things. It's just it's pretty fucking hard. I think you gotta be honest, right? This section is hard, especially exploring is hard, while being like playing Call of Duty at the same time. Yeah, well, I mean, I just don't see. No, I didn't roll. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna go there while the angel is firing Call of Duty missiles at me. Did they? I don't know. It's I personally, I just don't think Anton has any connection to this entire thing, right? Because with Anton starting his video game channel, I was like 100% behind him all the time. From the very first video he made, from that Warhammer 40k Total War video. But I don't see how he has like any connection to fashion or brands or anyone. And also, I don't think he knows anyone that does. So that would be like a complete Fremdkörper. and I just don't see where that would lead, right? That's just my assessment. So there isn't really. Is there a way to reliably dodge this angel fire thing? Angel fire. Psych. Okay. I break before the final boss. Dude, I break before finishing the next bonfire. Yeah, and I think the Metal Gear Solid 3 video, I mean, it's quite old, right? The game Metal Gear Solid 3 is really, it's like ancient. And I think that's in the nature of the series, right? The Rantoni remembers. If the people don't remember, then they don't watch. No, Anton has already done an Outlast video, I think. An Outlast 2. Whoa, I'm getting shot at by two guys. Ah. Ah. Uh. Oof. Okay. Yes! Bonfire! Oh. Okay. Anton will probably continue screaming. Anton, Anton will probably continue streaming once he's like back into a normal, stable schedule. Take the plunge, you won't die. Again? Ooh, that's a deep plunge. Holy sh! How far does this go? Right. Let's take a look. Maybe can we still see where we were at the beginning? I think up there, like right where the tip of my sword is. I think this there is the church, right where you drop down into. Also, I had this here dropping down onto this branch. Ah, there! There he is, that fucker. Okay, so I really needed to go there on this branch, right? Dropping down from here, or maybe on this side. This side here, dropping down, if that is possible. And then, yeah. Or even better, if I can do somehow drop down from here, get down there. Yeah, maybe I... Oh, that is possible. Yes. Oh, you are fucked, my friend. You are done. Let there be revenge. Pathetic. constipation has liquefied. Hey, what did you... Oh, thanks. Nice. Vegetable time. Oh. Anyway, so... Also, one thing that I love about this design here, this drag heap, is you completely kind of lose the sense of up and down and what's where, and this is just... It sounds cliche, but I feel like this here is like creativity, unbridled creativity, right? It's... You're not bound by any rules, right? Just put buildings in any direction, interlinking with each other, clipping into each other. And just create like the most absurd world, not bound by any rules. And I think that is just... Ah. Dude, I'm loving it. But that should come as no surprise. I love Souls. I love Dark Souls especially. And I know I said Dark Souls 3 is my least favorite, but I still love the game. It's no questions about it. Why are some reviews no longer visible? You'd have to ask him. I have no idea about any of that. Dude, I didn't even know you couldn't connect a normal webcam to a PlayStation 4. I'm like the boomer. So, any questions about why anything is that isn't science related, I'm probably too boomer to answer. Yeah, Demon Souls. Godlike game, absolutely. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm back on this side now. I was just thinking, why didn't I go to this bonfire right at the beginning? But it turns out it's this chasm here, right? I cannot jump across, so I'd have to. So I did need to go all the way down through the swamp, along the branches here to. Also, that's one thing that the Dark Souls world level designers, I don't know what they took or what kind of DNA splicing that has been happening with them, but how can you be this good with like designing levels from roots of trees? Their brain has to be like, they have to have an extra dimension to be able to create these kinds of levels. Thanks, 24 FPS. That's kind of a big switch. No, the whip is here, and I still use it because I still think it's a extremely underrated weapon. For many situations in the game, the whip is quite perfect. There's just some types of enemies, and especially bosses, where the whip is just flat out dysfunctional. Right? Cannot use it. Okay. So now I'm free to explore this area here. Oh, there are even souls left. But is there anything left to explore in this area? That is the... Oh yeah, I see something back there. Yeah, but there's still an angel left, right? Yes. There's still an angel left back there. Yeah. So let's explore this side of the map first. Now that we have peace. So going down here, that would have led me to the first angel. Quite well hidden, actually. Cool. Actually, does this... I know this. It's a. I'm looking at the 2D screen, but every time I try to look around the corner, I always catch myself doing like. No, I have no idea what Chantilly's principle is. Riddle? You want another riddle? Okay. Let's do another riddle. We can again have 2 today. Let's see. What do I have? Oh, yeah. So this one here also is a little callback to one of the riddles we had before. If you recall, we had one riddle where you needed to find out what day was New Year of the year 9999. And this time the riddle will be how many different years are there, right? If our years just keep going on and going on, Bernardo, exactly. It's the one that where you broke Sabrina and made her cry, you fuckers. Anyway, so think about how many configurations, how many possible configurations there are for the different years, right? Good night. So, just in case you didn't know, the Gregorian calendar is the calendar we are currently using, right? 365 days, a leap year every 4 years, no leap year if the year number is divisible by 100 but not by 400. And with this calendar, if it just keeps on running forever, how many different years are there? Like, not, of course, you don't, not counting the year number, because then there are infinitely many, but how many different, like, by how many different, I mean, like, for how many different years is the 1st of January a Monday, right? But then, I'm not going to give any more tips, but then you have to think about, like, is that the only thing that can change, or so on and so forth. How many different years are there? Giant door shield. Hey, wait a minute. Giant door shield? Isn't that's from Demon Souls? Guys, I think that's an enemy from Demon Souls. Oh my. How cool. Yeah, like different configurations, right? Could you, if you scratched out the year name, the year number, could you reuse a calendar at some point? And if so, then how many calendars would you need? Is probably the question. We might have a problem. Sabrina has just informed me about a problem. Ay, ay, ay. Because maybe I didn't explain this enough, but we're also counting like holidays, right? And for example, Eastern is every year on a different holiday, on a different date, right? Eastern is not always on the X of this month. But the problem is you guys don't know all our German holidays. Can I be more specific? It's hard to explain without giving like an example, and then. So, what I mean with 2 years being the same is just taking a calendar of a year, scratching out the year number, and just putting the another year number in, and the calendar being correct with the Mondays, the positions of the Mondays and the Sundays, and the dates of the holidays and stuff. These 2 years are what I mean with the same. And how many types are there? How many different calendars would you need? Okay, but but let's simplify this riddle a little bit because of the holiday days that might not be the same for everyone else. Yeah, let's just simplify this. Let's just not include holidays, right? Suppose the entire year is just regular weeks from Monday to Sunday. And then you have your leap years. And yeah. With this information, just pretend that holidays don't exist. How many different years are there? And again, like, didn't I? Still didn't get it, or what I mean by 2 years being the same? Like 2 years are the same if like a certain date is the same day, same weekday, right? But it's the same for all days, for all dates. So 2 years are the same if the first is a if the 1st of January in both years is the same weekday, and the 2nd of January, and so on and so on and so on for every day in the year. Okay, I think with this information you can solve the riddle. Yeah, Panda, sucks to hear that you have to work on a holiday on like 9 p.m. That's ouch. Okay, I think I might have now explored all that there is to explore on this side of the this side. Or is there still? Elsa, I already have the Ring of Favor. And now that you mention it, I could. Increases HP, stamina, and maximum. In the first Dark Souls game, this ring existed too, and you could get it very early by killing Lautrec of Karim. But once equipped, you couldn't unequip it, or the ring broke. And in this game, there's like no drawback. I don't understand. Isn't this then? Is there any reason to not to equip this ring? Isn't this just isn't this ring just strictly better than pretty much anything else? Let's just wear it. Estus ring, Hunter's ring increases dexterity. How much dexterity does it give? 5. Oh yeah, 5 is very high. But now I'm over 50% equip load. That's bad, man. Can I go below? Sellsword? Shadow, Painting Guardian. Sorcerer, Old Sorcerer, Quartz Sorcerer, Antiquated. These would all go below. Cornix. Desert Pyromancer, Cleric, Jailer, Master. These are quite good. Although they have bad resistances. Let's take these. Now I'm below. Yeah. 50 doesn't make any difference? Okay. Wait, 50% equip load is not isn't that isn't one of the breakpoints? Okay. That's good to know. Okay. Anyway, now we look for the second angel summoner guy. Oh, curse. I wonder, is that angel summoner maybe also hidden, like somewhere behind a cliff or something? Or here? It looks so goofy. Wait, my poison is building up, even though... Was für ein Quatsch. Oh, anyway. Sharp left, sharp left. No, this kind of looked like a secret wall. Wait, why is the angel not attacking me? Is he gone? Or is he just on another area of the map so that he leaves me alone? Doesn't realize I'm here? Oh, never mind. Samir, listen to me, Samir. Also, there's another one of those rally in inside of the cockpit videos, where they at some point then he says like, and then we hit a bump in the road, and then a stone go from under the car into Timo's asshole. Just imagine, like, you're on this world-class rally around hundreds of kilometers, and then at some point something that's on the road gets like accelerated into your asshole through the car, right? Isn't that's a fate that is like, he can, in some way he can call himself the luckiest man alive because it could have just as well hit his wee wee, right? It could have just as well didn't go into his asshole, but instead go and damage the noodle. But it didn't. So yeah. Okay, I see. Before the discussions get too much out of hand, for when I die the next time, I will solve the riddle. Ah, there he is! Yeah! Time for revenge. I'm glad that I'm not the only one who feels that way. Take a weapon art. Oh, that's not even. Oops. Yeah, die, bitch. Anyway, if like I don't know what to Google for this video, but if you like put into the YouTube search bar something with like Timo's asshole, maybe that's already enough. And the stuff from the road, it went up into Timo's asshole. peace now that the angels are dead. Thank goodness. No. Does this make me able to drop down anywhere else? Wait, what's his problem? It's in the swamp down there. This is where I came from. Yeah, this doesn't... That's not a valid drop down. Oh yeah, I need this to get up to get on the route again that I came from, right? Yeah, now I understand. You're not searching for Timo's asshole. Well, why not? You're afraid you might like it? Yeah, the best thing about this video is how he like explains it with his hand, how the stuff like, and it go inside Timo's asshole. Maybe if you could post it, so other people wouldn't have to do the perilous search. That would be nice. Oh, can you even parry them? It's the same, the age-old Dark Souls question. Can you parry that? Oh yeah, I saw at some point someone asked how long does a physics, studying physics, how long does it take? Well, it takes the same amount of time as every other field, right? If you want to do a bachelor, it's 6 semesters, so 3 years, and a master's is 4 semesters, so 2 years. That's the regular time. You are allowed to take a little bit longer, but not too much longer. So, yeah, so how was my university life? Well, honestly, it wasn't that eventful. I'm kind of ashamed to admit it a little bit, but I've never been that much a part of this whole college life, and usually for many people that is the first time in their life where they are like living outside of their parents' house. It's like the big freedom that they suddenly have, right? And of course they wanna use it, right? That's why students in a university, they're always up for new stuff, because that's the first time in their life that they're actually free. It sounds much bigger than it actually is, right? Free, at least, or no, they're responsible for themselves. But since I didn't start to go to the university right after college, right after high school, I spent 3 years working as a trainee in a research laboratory. And already back then, I earned my own money and was basically a lot more like self-sufficient than people usually are. No, that's also not true. Like, I've tasted the self responsibility before the other students in the university did. Which is why, well, when the university finally started, I kind of was like, yeah, I don't know. Going saufen every day is kind of, it's cool, yes, I get it, but it's something I've done before, right? So, I honestly, this university lifestyle, I didn't take that much. I didn't partake in it that much. No. Man, these guys are hardcore. And no, I did never. I don't think. I don't think I've aced even one single test. But we also don't have that many. So usually when there's like an exam, it's a really big exam. And I don't think I've ever gotten a 1.0 would be the best grade you could get. I got a few 1.0s for other activities that weren't necessarily like written exams. Oh, got it. Like for example for practicum, for example. I don't know how to lab. Maybe you could translate it. But yeah, I honestly was not the most active and most how do you call it? Musterschüler, right? I was not a poster student. Okay. Solution. Okay, so I'm sorry if this riddle wasn't very clear, right? We have our ups and downs. Some are better, some are less good. Anyway, so let's go through the years. So first, let's pretend there are no leap years, right? Every year, it's the same amount of days. February has 28 days. Every year the same. Then, how many different configurations could you have? Well, you could have the 1st of January be a Monday. And then all the other days of the year, what weekday they are, is fixed, right? If the first day of the year is a Monday, then you can already work out what weekday all of the other dates are. Same goes for Tuesday, right? If the 1st of January is a Tuesday, we have a different year. Because then, pick any date, that will be a different weekday than in the first case that we looked at. So now, if you generalize this, you realize, okay, so there are 7 different years for the 7 different weekdays. And then if you go to the 8th one, so to say, we're back at Monday, back at the same year. But we have leap years, which means we got the same amount of configurations with leap years, right? So we now have 2 years that start with Monday, January 1st, and they will be the same up until the 29th of February, because on one year that will be the 1st of March, and on the leap years it will be the 29th of February, and then they will of course not be the same again, right? Because then, let's say, pick any day after February, so March 5th will be, even if both years started with Monday, January 1st, March 5th will be a different day. They will be off by a different weekday, right? Off by 1. So you have then again 7 combinations for the leap years, which amounts to 14. Now, in the official solution of the riddle, you would of course then also have to include holidays. But since we're not doing that, 14 is the final answer. Yep. Was that explanation somewhat understandable? I hope so. Oh. Yep. Now, let's get to the ranking. I almost forgot. Very sorry. I almost forgot, but it seems quite a lot of people actually did solve it, even if it was difficult or unclear. So, number 7, David357. Perfect. Number 6, Michael Hussar. Oh, that's a great name. Hussar. Do you have a horse? Do you ride to the grocery store on horseback? Number 5, Abdelila Bakuri. But he said he's only guessing. Oh, way to play down your achievements. Number 4, Aritra Ghosh. Awesome. Number 3, SKR. But again, SKR, you made a big mistake. You admitted that you stole the answer. you don't... Sabrina is very aufmerksam, attentive. She don't think you can sneak this by her. Then number 2, Magnus. And number 1, Natam. Yippee! Gold medal. Nice one, guys. Very nice. Okay. Now, since the stream time is already getting to a point where we cannot start any huge new sections, I think what I'm gonna do is to explore the top part there again for a little bit, and then I think take the plunge and see what's back there. Okay, SKR, you want some real advice on that? So, how get laid tutorial is asking for money. Ooh, that seems like a legit tutorial. Bye, Aritra. Thanks for tuning in. Whoop. Zack. Okay, so on my first trip through here, I ran along this way, and since I got shot at, I kind of panicked and jumped off into somewhere else. But maybe there's still more to explore. Hold up, so back there, let's take out the sword again. I think right there where the tip of my sword is the bonfire. Right? So down there's the swamp. Okay. And there was no way further up the vines, I think. By the way, is this an arch tree? This looks like one of those arch trees that connected to the Ash Lake in Dark Souls 1. Yep, I don't think there are any more. So, no. This looks kind of weird, but I don't think that's a new area for me to explore. What happens if I drop down? Ah, there's something. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something there, right? Can drop down onto this, but then I have to take the entire way around again. Twinkling Titanite, alright. Or I could just port back to the bonfire. Oh no, oh, that's convenient. Yeah. What would you name your child? Well, I'm not gonna tell. Because the truth is, since Sabrina and I don't know when and where, we also have not thought about any names yet. Right. We'll get to naming kids when we think about them. But you can leave your outrageous and outlandish suggestions in the chat. Okay, let's take the plunge. Ah, demon, victory ahead. Critical foe ahead. Oh no, take the plunge, you won't die. Time for beating to a pulp. Like this setting here, this is such... only Dark Souls can create this. This excitement and this forebodingness and tension building. But without any music, it's just the design of the level. Alright, let's go. Ah! Oh! 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 Wait, what? There's one fire guy and one poison guy. Oh, that's cool. Oh no, that's not poison, that's dark. Oh no, now there's two fire guys. Yeah, I did 1 damage. I consider this a win already. Can I use the fact that the demon is in pain to my advantage? No. You can always name your son SKR. Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah, no, I said I'm gonna add the time that I was late to this, so we still have time for a few more tries. And actually, I just realized that I didn't spend my souls. That was dumb. So let me quickly see if I can collect them. And then try to port out. But it seems they are not here. There they are. No! See you. Oof. Oh, only 50k? That's not enough for much.
Ah,
Let's quickly Sell a few things. I think that should be enough
Ashen one.
for a level.
Ashwag then outhouse. Very well, then taken up.
72,000. Oh yeah, kind of overshot it a little bit.
Very well, then touch the take now.
Wait, what? No. Bye.
Mayst thou thy peace.
Ah,
Give him Pearl Ash.
gracious, let I over.
I can maybe sell 2 of those. And then I have enough
Ashen
for
one.
one more level, right?
Ashen thou then outhouse. Very well, then taken.
58, okay, 59.
Mayst thou thy peace.
Pretty, be careful.
Thou then I am a
Don't
house.
want to see my work
Very
get
well.
squandered.
Then touch take.
Okay,
Mayst thou.
so with basically 0 souls, we are now ready to within the Earthen Peak. Earthen Peak ruins. I knew it. That's a big brain moment here. I knew that was the Earthen Peak from Dark Souls 2. Yeah. Very smart, Andy. Okay. With this new knowledge, I will now be able to try them for real. Hi, good night, Hashmalim. Maybe you can stay 10 minutes more, then we still have 10 minutes to go. Oh. Oh, okay. That has deceptively long range. Nice. Good choice. And it's only 10 minutes. You can manage. I'm sure you can manage. Whee! Poof. Ugh. The range of the whip is really useful here. Ouch. No. Ah! Ah, I see. Once they use this fire plunge attack, they're exhausted for a moment. Like basically their flame just goes out for a bit. Okay, that's very useful. Very good to know. Okay, yeah, and now this one's back into fire mode, where they're faster and I assume deal more damage, right? And I'll just have to weather the storm basically until they he uses the fire discharge attack and is stunned for a moment. The other one goes fire too. Is there any way to have them do that attack? Or is it just dodge until they just do? Ah, fuck. It's unfortunate. Oh, toxic. Oh no. Yeah, let's not use this item here. Let's just take the experience we got, knowing that I have to prevent ever getting toxified. I wonder, why is this toxin only dealing so little damage? I thought that was supposed to deal a lot more damage. No. Okay, one is stunned. Good. Yes! Got one. Okay. Maybe I'll just... It's kind of dumb. I lost a lot of health doing that. Use your fire scheiß attack. Just do it, you bitch. No. Why are not using the fire enhanced? Ah, fuck. Or is this phase just going to go on like this? No! Ah! God damn it. So close. Hmm? Was ist das? Hashmadim, I thought so too. It seems to me like sometimes their range extends really far forward, and then rolling into them is probably the better move. But I was kind of relying on the demon using the... Okay, that was nice. Using his fire charge slam attack, where he's then stunned. But I suppose that when there's only one left and he goes into the fire stance, that he's no longer going to use it. Like that one, right? No! Ah, scheiße. Forgot that. Okay. Can I get toxified again? Oh wow. And now, since I don't have any blooming purple moss clumps left, I'll just have to tank it. Died mid-animation. Okay, let's go one more try. I can do this. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Oh no, now the other one's fired up as well. Up. No. Ah! Use your fire slam. Yes. How did I stun him earlier, by the way? Like, I got him into a stagger state where I was able to do a visceral attack. I know that's not what it's called in Dark Souls, but you know what I mean. I was greedy there. I thought I could maybe stay close enough. Now that one is exhausted, the other one goes into this mode. Was für Scheiß, ey. Ah, shit. Mistimed it slightly. Oh, he's dead. Okay, good. Unfortunately, this guy now, in the worst possible moment, went into the fire stance. Because now he's gonna stay in that state, right? Oh, fuck. time. Okay, of course. Of course. Why did I even think that there was a possibility for this not to be like getting next leveled? Okay. I feel really dumb right now. Well, I did 1 damage to him. Guess this already concludes the fight here. Whoa. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. 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 I the game beat me, I suppose. Okay. Well, anyway, I would say that is a great high point to end the stream on. Give you 1 or 2 more crispies. And yeah, Hashmalim, now you are free. You are free, my boy. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for shifting the timetable a little bit. But glad for sticking around. Thank you so much. I promise next time I will be on time, right? Can't be a German and not be on time, so. And I'm glad we found we got to an agreement on the Final Fantasy VII stream and the PlayStation streaming in general. So I will now first know that I can enjoy the game freely, Final Fantasy VII Remake that is, and then once I'm done, we shall see which direction this all takes. Okay, now guys, I hope you have a good night, and I hope to see you all on Wednesday.